Good morning. It's February 11th. Low tech. Low tech video. No effort involved here. But this is sort of a hobby of mine. You know, I get up in the morning, read a couple newspapers, and business reports, and I started just watching the stock markets go way up, and although I knew the economy was bad and people are working and that, but they're not making much money. And no one I know personally is spending a hell of a lot of money because everybody's struggling to pay bills. So I knew Christmas was going to be dismal, and of course I don't participate in Christmas, or nor do I participate in Easter, and those are just mostly religious reasons for that. And of course I don't participate in the political process either, so I don't even know what's going on except for Donald Trump is running, and Jebby, he's probably in there somewhere, and of course Hillary. And but for political reasons, I don't follow politics. So, or nor do I vote. The last couple of elections after Ron Paul, I just gave up on that bullshit. It doesn't matter anyway. Now we're to this point, it doesn't really matter. Now I sort of do this for a hobby, kind of watch the markets. They go way up. It went way up, and like I said, even though the economy was bad, but I knew that how long could this sustain itself? Especially even when it was going up a lot, we had higher gas prices, of course, which were fueling the oil boom industry, which is falling apart out west. If you care to go and look that up, in Wyoming and North Dakota and out there in west, and even in the east, in Pennsylvania, where they have the big shale oil deposits, things aren't looking up too good. Nor are they looking too good in the Gulf of Mexico, where it costs a lot of money just to get a barrel of oil out of the ground out there in the Gulf. And it's just got awful with the oil industry, but it's good for everybody else because the construction industry may pick up, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's not gonna be as high as the employment for the oil type industries where they employ thousands and thousands. Construction, there's so many illegals working in construction, you really can't count it properly, and but it's not gonna employ the same amount of people. But now, right now, the Dow is down 210 points. Now you can normally overnight, they have they'll have the Asian markets in Australia and that in the European markets you can keep an eye on and sort of gauge what's going to happen in the American market, especially with the price of oil. If the oil's going up and their market's going down, you may have an update. That's what I discovered anyway. But in commodities, of course, commodities are all down. Copper, all the metals except for precious metals are down right now. And so that's going to be closing down, like copper mines. They're going to be slowing down. If there's no demand there, and iron mines and all that stuff that goes with that, they'll be slowing down if there's no demand. But Shanghai. Now the Shanghai markets and the Taiwan markets are closed because of the Year of the Monkey New Year. Conveniently, at exactly this time, when everything's falling apart, they close conveniently. And it's almost like this was pre-planned. Now, when this is a prediction I'm going to make, that's why I'm making this video. Because I do not make predictions of specific times and dates or anything like that. But I think next week that when the Shanghai opens, it's going to drop. It's going to be like pushing a boulder over the cliff, and it's just going to pick up momentum on the way down. And of course, they just close down the trading when it gets god awful bad. And they may not open it up for another day or two, but this is going to make the other markets, which are already down, very, very nervous. Now, I mean, that's just my prediction. I don't even know anything about economics, so this is just what I see and observe because I have nothing fucking better to do. I have a boring fucking life, and if you can do this stuff, you got a boring fucking life. But just my observation. I think now what's going to happen, I think, as part of this prediction, is the Chinese markets go down the first day. They may not even open up the second day, but the third day, boom, it's going to be like another pushing over the rock over the edge. And that's when we're going to have bank problems. The Deutsche Bank is, oh man, I mean, they're already insolvent, and a lot of the other banks in America, they say Goldman Sachs is having problems. They got too much stuff on their books that's not real, and it may come crashing down just like 2008. Which, I mean, in 2008, people had a little bit of a cushion, I think. I had a cushion, but I have no cushion now. So I think I speak for probably millions and millions of Americans who are in my same boat. They just don't do a YouTube channel, and they're looking at, and they don't even know about this. 'Cause most people just don't care. If they got something to drink, smoke, fucking watching TV. I don't watch TV, so I got nothing better to do but read. So I read a lot. So some people understand, some won't. But this is all has to do everything with this war coming up, because the economy is going to drop. This is all planned. I'm telling you, all the world leaders, all those guys, these guys right here, they're all in on it. The people think that let's pick up teams like a goddamn football game. Russia's over here, Obama's over here, NATO. This team. Everybody's siding up. It's fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. If you look at it from the outside, and your mind's not programmed, it's just stupid funny. But it's deadly. It's gonna kill. It's gonna kill a lot of people, and it's gonna fuck the earth. Now, Obama's budget. Let's get over to this. He wants $4.15 trillion. My God, he's a Democrat, right? Not a Republican. And this is mostly for war spending. Don't let anything fool anybody. It's all about the war, man. We gotta be there. It's gonna be big time, good times. Get the Budweiser and the steaks out. Yep. Well, it's not gonna be good times for everybody. Because let me tell you, you're sending your kids over there. You're sending your kids over there to fight. You're just putting them in the military. Mom and Dad, I don't know what to do. I'm a senior this year. We can't really afford college, and I think I'll just go in the military and get some free school. Sounds great. If it sounds too good to be true, normally it is. They've been gearing up for this. Everything's been calm. It's like the front moving in, man. You're at the shore of the ocean. And it's beautiful. I mean, a starry night, but you can see in the distance. The skies are dark, and the front starts moving in. Little waves at first, and then a little bit bigger, and you can maybe dozing off, and you hear the crashing a little bit more and a little more, and by morning you got the red skies, and you got the big waves. It comes in subtly, but that's the whole plan. It's the whole plan. What's it all about? Going here, Mesopotamia, once again, Babylon. What is the attraction? Now, we have Russia, we have China, we have Iran. Now India and Pakistan are joining the group. Okay, to fight on, I guess, this side over here. I don't know, the east side here. Now, these are a lot of countries with a lot of people in them, and a lot of fucked up people. But, I mean, they like to fight. They got all the fucking weapons in the world. There's so many weapons out there, you'd think peace would break out all over. But it's not. It's the opposite. So what we did is we threw a bunch of nuclear weapons in there, too. If peace doesn't break out, once you got the nuclear weapons in there, I mean, there's no hope, right? So then we got NATO and fucking... Now, Saudi Arabia wants to come up and join the whole thing and be there, and what the fuck are they even involved for? Well, they're scared. If somehow this east side overthrows this side, ISIS is coming for them. These ISIS guys who are like Supermen, because you just can't defeat them. There's only like a few of them, and you got all these giant countries, all these high-tech weapons, and they're bombing the shit out of them, but it seems like every time you kill one of them, 2 or 3 pop up. It's like fucking magic. Holy fucking shit. Well, you know something? It doesn't make sense. If you look at it from the outside, it's part of the puzzle, of course. But it's mad. It's insane. Like I said, insaneness is contagious. And everybody's catching it. And, it's got a lot to do with the vaccinations. It's got a lot to do with the stuff they spray in the air. It's the radiation. Everything seems to have its own little part in the whole puzzle. It's just going to bring this to a peak. For what reason? Something's going to happen here. Well, I lost my little thing here. Something's going to happen here. This is where it's at. Sumeria. Sumer. The city of Ur, where Abraham was from. What a place. Now, where the hell am I? That's about it. I'm going to make another video, a few minutes here, and discuss more of the war, I think. Duck up.